Today I'm showing you the secret to maximizing your small space while giving it that perfect holiday feel. If you have a tricky dining room like mine, maybe it's tight on space, or you have a big piece of furniture like a buffet, you know how hard it is to get that festive feel without crowding the room. I'm going to be decorating 2 beautiful slim Christmas trees today, along with giving my buffet a gorgeous layered look. Stick around because by the end, you're going to see how to make your dining room the most elegant room in your entire home. I chose these slim 7-foot trees because they give us height without taking up any precious floor space. Remember, if your room is small, you always want to go up. I'm starting here with the base. These 7-foot trees are perfect for giving height without the bulk. I purchased these trees at Michael's recently. One of them I already had, and then I went and purchased another one. If you catch these on sale, you can get these trees for $50 a piece for the ones that I have. They have some other versions of them that are a little bit more expensive. The best tip that I can give you on these trees is fluffing. I know that fluffing is boring, but it's essential. So I want you to do the W method. That means you're going to fluff every branch tip. You're going to fluff them. You're going to do the branch tip up, and then just behind it, you're going to push it down and then pull it out. That's the difference between what an $80 tree or a $50 tree would look like versus like a $500 tree. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all of this fluffing, so I'm going to speed things up here just to show you what it looks like. These trees are pre-lit, but if your trees aren't, now is the time to start wrapping your lights and push them deep into the center of the tree for a glowing effect. I'm using a wreath here at the top of this tree. It adds fullness at the top and gives the tree a more designer finished look. It also works as an anchor to hold in these florals. I'm using florals here at the top of the tree to extend the height to make it look more taller and more intentional. Florals draw the eye upward, and it creates that lifted, elegant look that makes the whole tree feel bigger and more luxurious. And here is that second tree going up. Now I'm going to decorate both of these trees identical just for symmetry. This is where we add layers to the tree, and instead of ornaments first, we're going to start with ribbon. And if you have decorative picks, you can also go ahead and put those in at this time as well. I'm using a very neutral wired ribbon in the champagne color, and then I also have a fluffy white wired ribbon to go on top just to give it a little bit more texture. And if you look closely, you can see that I'm using the branches to place them around the ribbon to hold them in place. Now I'm using that same champagne wired ribbon that I used on the tree to create a bow to go at the top. And I wanted to take a moment to say that if you've already made it this far into my video, I appreciate you being here and decorating with me today. Here on my channel, I share cozy home decorating, cleaning motivation, and simple ideas just to make your space feel beautiful. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button. It lets YouTube know that this is the kind of content that you want to see more of, and it also helps my channel and it pushes my videos out to even more people that may enjoy this kind of content. You are also welcome to go ahead and share my content with your friends and your family on your social media accounts. And let me know in the comments below where you are watching from today. Before I forget, I want to go ahead and switch out my everyday cotton wreath here for this green one. I love how it instantly changes the whole space. The greenery brings in that fresh, festive texture, and the bow adds the perfect touch of softness and charm. I purchased some velvet ribbon and made these little bows to go on the tree. I love how these little bows add the perfect touch of detail. Small enough not to steal the show, but also pretty enough to make the whole tree feel like it's more put together. And I did these bows on my own, you can see here. It's very simple to do actually. I always tell people when they ask me about making bows or ribbons, most of the time if you can tie your shoestrings, you can make a pretty simple, pretty looking bow. Okay, so I just take this velvet ribbon and I make one loop on one side, a loop on the other side, wrap it around just like you're tying a shoestring, pull it through, gently adjust the loops until they're even. You can use an ornament hook here if you want to put through these little bows and then hang them on the tree. I just simply lay mine in the branches. You don't need a huge budget when it comes to ornaments. Use the ones that you already have. That's exactly what I did. I always start with the biggest ones, which the ones I'm putting on today are all big. I have a reason for that. But I always put the biggest ones, most reflective ornaments, and just put them deep inside the tree because a lot of times the light will bounce off and not just be on the tips of the tree. Even on a slim tree, large ornaments actually make the tree look fuller and more elevated. I just tuck them in deeper into the branches and use them as focal points and then fill in around them as you can or as you need to. It gives off that designer high-end look without overwhelming a slim tree. Also, you do not need to have to go out and buy an expensive tree skirt or a tree collar. If you have some throws or some small blankets, go ahead and use those. They're soft, they drape beautifully, they instantly make the base of the tree look fuller. Plus, it's a great way to match the rest of your tree with all of your other holiday decor without buying anything new. Here is the part that I was most excited about, my friends, because decorating this buffet for Christmas always overwhelms me just a little bit, but I think I have it figured out this year. I don't want it to look too cluttered, so let me show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to start out with this greenery garland here as my base. This garland instantly adds fullness and gives me something to build on. Once I have the garland fluffed, I'm going to go ahead and just add this little pedestal here, just to give me a little bit of height. I've got a Santa sled, a wooden one that I've had for years. You can see it's not in perfect condition, but I call it vintage at this point, and I use it almost every year. But I think this is the first time I've used it on my buffet. But I'm going to go ahead and add some fullness to the sled. I'm going to use it as my center focal point. But to bring it to life, I'm going to tuck in a lot of greenery for texture. And then I'm going to finish it off with adding some of these little red berries here. And then I'm going to add some white shimmering acorns. It adds just the right amount of sparkle without overdoing it. And you could also go back in and add like some fairy lights to this if you want to give it a little bit of sparkle and shimmer. But I didn't have any, so I left it just like this because it's beautiful just as it is. Now I'm going to go in and just add a couple of candlesticks here. I do not like to leave the front of my buffet just kind of plain with nothing there. So I'm going to go ahead and add this small garland that's got some jingle bells on it to the front of the buffet. It gives it a touch, like an extra charming touch. And instead of leaving the drawer just plain, I'm going to go ahead and add a festive dish towel over it. And by doing so, it adds like a softness, a pattern, and just adds that little bit of extra Christmas charm to your decor. And also, if you know me, I love anything that's plaid. I felt like I needed some kind of little sign in front of this sled, so I found this sweet little Noel that was already in my Christmas decor. I didn't buy it new. I've actually had it for years, and I thought it was just the sweetest little touch. I turn around and my dining room table is kind of just plain, nothing on it. I'm definitely not going to leave it like that. For now, I'm just going to add a little pop of Christmas with this little mini garland and just a little Bath and Body candle. And for now, that's what I'm going to leave it as. I will touch it up later as we get into the season. And here it is, my friends, the final look. from empty small corners to an elegant holiday dining space. I hope that seeing how I transform this tricky corner with these slim trees gives you the confidence to start decorating your own. Remember, you can do this. Decorating should be fun, not stressful. It's all about a few simple choices that make a huge impact. Now, if you have enjoyed this video and it's helped you to visualize your own dining room space, go ahead and hit that like button. It tells me that you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more of how I've decorated the rest of my house, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe and make sure you turn your notifications on. I've already created quite a few Christmas Decorate With Me videos. But before we go, let me know in the comments, what was your favorite thing on today's video? Was it the buffet or was it the slim trees? Remember, my friend, God's dreams for us are bigger than we can ever imagine. Thank you for watching, and God bless.